Hello, my name is Hannah. I'm from South Korea and I'm 23 years old and I studied English in CIA, a business course. And next week I have a business presentation. My presentation topic is indoor navigation for the disabled people. I little nervous, but I believe that I will do my best. And see you later.
Let's start from introduction. I'd like to explain the reason I chose this topic. When I worked in a laboratory of my university, I used to study indoor positioning. To briefly explain indoor positioning process, it acquires the path that the user has passed through the sensor inside the phone. The location of the Wi-Fi router is predicted by analyzing data from various passes. In this picture, there is a concept access point. During the research, I wondered what are the reasons people study indoor positioning. How can it help people? What benefits can it give? After that, I saw this news on the internet. It is a news that indoor navigation is developed for the disabled people to guide them. At the time, I realized the reason I have to research about the indoor positioning system can help people to live a better life. Second content is indoor navigation. I know that indoor navigation is unfamiliar word for you, so I will explain what indoor navigation is in this part. There are two concepts that I use: indoor positioning and indoor navigation. Indoor positioning is the system to find the spot where I am, while indoor navigation is a system to find the ways how to go to my destination. In this technology, there are four methods of estimating indoor positioning system, namely proximity, trilateration, fingerprint, and motion. Among them, we will focus on trilateration, which is one of the methods of indoor navigation. These days, there is no one who doesn't carry around a cell phone, right? To estimate the location, we use the distance between the users and the emitters. An emitter is a device that generates signals and usually use Wi-Fi router. Trilateration positioning uses computed distances between the several emitters and the cell phone using radio waves. To determine specific point, at least 3 emitters are needed. So we call this method as trilateration. The signal system that we usually use. First, GPS. A global positioning system is used for estimating location, but it doesn't work inside. Next, we are going to discuss about how the disabled people can use indoor navigation system. Problem to join daily life and social life because of their disability. For example, a physically impaired person sometimes or always uses a wheelchair in their life. Can you go upstairs on a wheelchair? Of course you can't. Sometimes the place is too small to move on a wheelchair. There are so many problems with them. They badly need assistance to help them, but we all know it is hard to please people. For a visually impaired person, it is hard to go shopping. Who wants to volunteer? Yeah. If no one wants to volunteer, I will pick one person to help me. Almost teachers. Almost teachers. First.
You try to teach.
Okay.
Hello everyone, my name is Teacher Leader, also known as your teacher sexy.
Walk forward to me without opening your eyes.
오.
Catwalk. Okay. For me.
Say something.
Yes.
Say something.
Okay. Yeah, let's stop for your safety. Yeah. Open your eyes. Yeah. Did you have any struggle finding your ways?
Of course.
Thank you. Thank you for your participation. You're welcome.
Handsome.
Yeah. Handsome guy, yeah.
Oh, handsome.
Now, look at my PowerPoint. This picture. Remember this picture. After seconds, you will close your eyes. Okay? Your side is gentleman toilet.
Left side.
Left side.
Yeah.
Are you sure with that?
Yeah, actually I'm sure.
Yeah. Now open your eyes. Which side is
Right
Yeah,
side.
thank you for your participation.
It is so-
Like this situation, disabled people cannot live their daily life conveniently. And also, it is hard for them to join social activities easily without other people's help. But indoor navigation can help them to join social activities or finding ways like this video.
To the equation. Mike May doesn't have to imagine it. He's been totally blind since he was 3 years old.
Heading west, 60 feet ahead to Capers Market.
Capers Market. Now he's able to use the new Explore app from a company called Good Maps that helps him get around PDX. May is no stranger to the technology. Since GPS became available more than 20 years ago, he's worked on making navigation tools accessible to those with disabilities. Now he's working as an executive and ambassador with Good Maps.
It's fulfilling to me personally because I get to go new places, but also for somebody who's worked in the accessible tech field for a long time, I'm thrilled to share this with other blind people and to facilitate them getting around. I mean, the better you get around, the better you engage in life, whether it's for career or recreation.
PDX is one of 2 U.S. airports to accommodate the app so far, and for now, not all of it is mapped. Pete DeVasto is a member of the Port of Portland's Accessibility Committee and looking forward to seeing the Indoor Direction app expanded.
I would love to see it more widespread because it is really a game changer.
But it's already paying off. One of the features allows your phone camera to be your eyes.
I can point the camera if I'm standing in the spot. I can turn my body around and like right in front of me, if there's a coffee shop, it'll tell me that. If I turn left, it'll tell me like there's a gate or a restroom or whatever.
The app can also assist people with other physical or neurological challenges, providing the same result, more independence. Tim Gordon, KGW News.
Now, I'm going to talk about industry prospects of indoor navigation. There are 4 major benefits. First, it helps people to find their ways like other navigation systems. If you get lost in a large shopping mall that where you go for the first time, indoor navigation will help you to find your ways. And second is automatic driving. This technology can be used in automatic driving system. An automatic driving system is a vehicle system that performs some or all of its driving functions on its own. So people with physical disabilities, such as not complete hands, can also use a car. Indoor navigation can enhance the safety and convenience of the automatic driving system indoor, for instance, inside parking lots or buildings. Third, it can use in assistive robot system industry. It is a wearable robot, and these kinds of robots assist people to walk and reduces pain from disability. Since these kinds of robots are mainly used indoor, so indoor navigation can improve the function of these kinds of robots. The last benefit is that indoor navigation helps disabled people to engage in the social activities. It is true that it is difficult to disabled people to participate in social activities without the help of others. It enhances the independence of the disabled people and makes them play a role like a normal person in society. Finally, that brings us to the end of the presentation.
I have a spinal cord injury, and so when I was seeing people roll by, I was like, wow, so that's what I'm gonna look like.
I think I was different. I think it's cancer and kids.
I was born paralyzed. I was born with spina bifida. So I've been paralyzed my whole life, and it's the only life I know. So I had to kind of grow into learning I was different.
My biggest insecurity is my legs. So I decided, hey, if that's my biggest insecurity, then I'm gonna start a gene line. And all of the pictures are based around my genes and my legs and other people's legs. And that's where I realized that it's okay to be different. Because once you embrace it, your entire world changes.
People they don't know how to react to me a lot of times. So like, I make little jokes like, hey, Claudia, it's okay. I'll be okay.
I would have people treat me as if I wasn't really there, and I would have people treat me like they didn't want anything to do with me, and perhaps it's because they were scared and they didn't know any other response.
One of my favorite things is when I'm out in public and I have all my girls with me who are all in chairs, who are all gorgeous, and we literally love when we see heads just turn.
Society doesn't correlate disability and being attractive. We are beautiful people. Everyone's beautiful in their own way, but we can be stylish, we can be gorgeous and stunning and fabulous, as I like to say, because yes, I see myself as being fabulous.
Being a dancer, once a dancer, always a dancer, I didn't stop. So I would go out to the clubs and I would get my boogie on, and I was surprised by how guys would approach me and be like, hey, you're hot. And they wouldn't say you're still hot. They would say you're hot.
There is the black and white, there's the bad and there's the good. So as long as you're focusing on the good, then the bad just seems to melt away.
We're only given one life, and you gotta be proud of it.
You want to bust a couple moves? Oh.
I know that I haven't been who I was. I am supposed to be the one you can trust.
Yeah, hello, my name is Hannah. I just finished my presentation. I was so nervous. Well, almost satisfied. Yeah, and I forgot almost what I did in the presentation, but maybe it was fun for me. Yeah, and this is my last week in CIA, so maybe we'll meet again in the future. So bye bye Philippines, and see you in later.
Make your story with CIA.